Welcome back to Daytime. We're going to go from flowers to travel right now. I have with me Sheila and Ashish. So welcome to the show. Sheila, you're an Ottawa-based adventure travel specialist.
I am.
I'm dying to find out what that's about. And Ashish, you're here from Palm Beach?
Palm Beach, Florida.
Palm Beach, Florida.
Originally from Kenya.
I know. Do you love the weather in Ottawa right now?
Not particularly. Although I am hoping the Senators do well tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
We appreciate that. We've turned him into a Sens fan already. That's really good. So you're based in Miami, and you're a tour operator, and it's Big Five Tours is what is the organization that you're from. So I want to talk a little bit about all of that and what you do and how it comes together.
Sure.
Go for it.
Well, I'm an adventure and bucket list travel advisor. I've run my own agency in Ottawa called Lush Life. I'm affiliated with Vision Travel, which is Canada's largest travel agency. And I kind of put myself out there as a master chef, if you will.
Nice.
So I am, in my kitchen, I have all these suppliers, people like Big Five Tours that I work with, and when I work with a client, I put together the ingredients or the suppliers in my kitchen to prepare the meal that's right for them.
Wow, that's really exciting. And so when you talk about adventure, you're not necessarily talking about like going to Miami and sitting on a beach.
No.
We're not talking about that. What are we talking about?
We're not talking fly and flop holidays.
Those are not bad, though. Gotta admit, those are okay.
They're important, and rejuvenation is important, sun and sand, but adventure travel is more about, there's an element of physical activity, there's an element of cultural exploration, and...
Well, there's an element of sustainability.
Well, see, and that's where, because I read the notes last night, and I thought, okay, sustainable travel.
Yeah.
Now, I love the adventure thing. My husband and I love anything that's physical. If you give me a hiking and give me some safari, give me some, you know, anything that, you know, trekking and then history, we love that. And I thought, how does that tie into, and what does that mean, sustainable travel?
So the whole point of sustainable travel is being able to go to somewhere, have an authentic experience. So not going somewhere and feeling like you're the last person there or that they're expecting you and see you as dollar signs, but rather going somewhere and having an authentic experience and without putting one hand in your pocket, actually leaving the place better than how you found it without making one donation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
And
all about
how does that
respecting
work?
where you're going,
Okay.
and respecting the people that live there, and helping support the local environment, and respecting nature.
That's right.
So if I visit a place like this and I put my dollars into the city and you know, into their tourism, whether it's a tour or it's their hotel or it's their restaurant, is that how I'm helping to sustain them?
Sort of, yes. So it's about the choices you make. So for example, you know, I'm originally from Kenya. So there are camps that we would use there, for example, but the camps are not owned by the government. The camps are built on native land, and the local tribes that own the land work at the camp. And they have a direct revenue share where every night you stay there. You interact with them on a regular basis, and they're actually you're providing gainful employment for them. And not only that, but you're actually helping to fight this whole war against poachers. With the illegal ivory trade, places where the communities are involved. Whenever sustainable tourism is successful, that's places where the local community, whether it's indigenous, whether it's a native tribe, whatever the case may be, they have a seat at the table with everything you're doing. So if you're on safari and you're seeing animals, there aren't 50 vehicles surrounding you. For example, there's a safari experience we do in the north where you're actually seeing giraffes, but you're on a mountain bike. Or you're on a horseback, or in some cases on a camel. There's one particular camp that we've done for, some of Sheila's guests, and actually it's a camp that's up on a platform, and at night they roll the bed out onto the canopy and you sleep under the stars.
With bugs?
No, that's just it.
Clearly that's where I went. Oh my God, there must be bugs in there.
Well, the bugs I've actually done. I've swam with piranhas. I've climbed Kilimanjaro.
Wow.
I've done the stuff that we don't want to. We want to make sure nobody else is doing.
Okay.
We've done the stuff that we can make sure we keep you away from. Don't worry.
Okay, that's
But
good.
it's also about experiencing where you are. You don't want to go and feel like you're in a hotel in Ottawa.
Right.
You want to feel that you're somewhere different and you're experiencing the place, and it's an authentic experience. And Ashish and I worked together to send some clients to Costa Rica recently.
Wow.
And the client just had a marvelous time. She was pushed outside of her comfort level a little bit, but truly enjoyed it. And really, that's what travel is about.
So if someone comes to you and they say, okay, I'm thinking I'd like to have an adventure, but I'm not sure. They may be on a scale of 1 to 10. Like some people might be the whole, the 10, climbing the Kilimanjaro, that's their 10. Yeah. Some people are at the bottom, like they're okay on a boat and maybe snorkeling.
Sure.
Can we adjust the adventure? Because not every, and then maybe they'll get braver and braver.
That's
Exactly. And there's a difference between soft adventure and hard adventure, right? So soft adventure is more about cultural exploration, and you're getting to know the people, and you might have a little bit of physical activity. Hard adventure is going to be more where you require skills and training and special equipment. So there's that whole continuum.
Wow.
And it's figuring out what's right for you. You know, you could do a walking and wine trip to Italy.
Oh, I'm in for that. Sign me up. You know, honey, did you hear that? We're going someplace to Italy soon. I'm going to book that today. Okay, before we run out of time, I do want to talk about what's coming up Tuesday. Or is it, no, is it this
Tonight.
week? Tonight. It is tonight. We are Tuesday today. Holy smokes. Okay, what's happening tonight? Let's talk about that.
Well, I'm hosting Ashish, putting him in front of the public and my clients at Ale, which is attached to the Amberwood Golf Course in Stittsville. We have a talk about sustainable tourism and why it matters when you travel. We just had a fantastic event at my daughter's school at Elmwood, where we brought him in to talk about why sustainability is important and how these young leaders can change the world. So we're kind of building on that theme tonight. We're talking about Latin America, the hotspots, and then Africa following up. So the new hotspots are...
Well, I mean, really, when it comes to Latin America, it's Nicaragua. We're talking about Nicaragua and what it's turning into. And in the case of Africa, we're talking about Zimbabwe. We're talking about some of the areas in Uganda, some of these emerging places that are really not on the map. And you kind of scratch your head and go, well, are you sure you want to go there? But then when you get there, it's this experience that just absolutely blows your mind.
And you guys do all the research for us. So in the sense that if I bring up a city or a country and I ask, is this safe? You can tell me honestly if it's a good idea or not. You would say, yeah, that's not something. You know, if I have a heart condition and I say, okay, I need to climb something, you might be able to suggest something else.
Well, as a travel advisor, I work with the client to get to know them and how they travel and what's important to them. But I also have feet on the ground experts around the world with Virtuoso, which is the large luxury travel network I'm in. And Ashish as well has your white glove service.
White glove service, our concierge team, we have feet on the ground in different places as well. And it's a lot of it is understanding why you want to go somewhere. So that's a big part of it. Sheila and I, you know, really work together in terms of understanding why do you want to go. We want to make sure you're taking your trip, not your neighbor's trip.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times you hear from a friend or a neighbor or a family and says, oh, I took this trip, it's amazing, you should take it. You take it, and halfway through you go, well, that's not really my trip. It wasn't the right thing for me. So we want to know why you're going. And Sheila does a great job of actually extrapolating that from everybody she talks to. And then once we know the purpose, then we can actually tailor something completely built around something as minute as an anniversary and build an entire trip around celebrating that. Prime example, we had one in Kenya. It was a 40th anniversary. And we had a whole ceremony. But to make the ceremony happen, it wasn't about money. We actually had to sacrifice a goat for the tribal elders.
Oh my goodness.
In order to make the ceremony work. So it really depends.
So listen, if anybody at home is interested, you need to go to these websites. We have lushlife.ca. That's probably one of the places we can go. And big5.com. And together they'll help to create an incredible adventure. We could have talked for another half hour, I'm sure. I got ideas now. All right, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about yoga and channeling our instincts. It's going to be very interesting. Stay with us.